All right, welcome everybody. Appreciate everybody being here today. I am Michael from Ontario, and we've got an amazing amount of information for you today. If you're brand new, then you're going to hear about something that has absolutely changed the lives of so many people, thousands of people. And they've done it simply by leveraging their time with a system that works. It has worked from day one in October of 2019. And has been smooth every single day, every single week, every single month since we began. This is how a business should be run. We love to see the success that so many people are having. And we're going to show you a way today that you can create at least 5 different revenue streams in your life over and above what you're doing now. We're living in some pretty challenging times right now. People are losing jobs and businesses and needing to make more for themselves and their family. And this is a way to do that. This is a way to completely change your life, whether you're looking for an extra $200 a month, $1,000 a month, $10,000 a month, even over $100,000 a month. That's being done right now with this business. And for those of you that are in, we got some great information afterwards for you. I know a lot of you want to hear the updates from our Dubai incentive event that we just got back from. I think I slept about 10 or 11 hours after getting back. We needed the rest. There was just so much going on. And we had a fantastic time down there. There was a lot of great announcements, certainly, that we will go over. And we'll show you a little bit of some of the pictures and things that went on down there. But we had an absolute blast, hung out with some great people, met some of the leadership team from Germany. And of course, we met our CEO, Eric Ellie. And so it was fantastic to do all of that. Really enjoyed our time over there. It was nice to get away because you know what? We haven't traveled, and we love to travel, my wife and I. We haven't traveled in over a year and a half now, and it's been kind of rough. But it was nice to get away for a vacation, and of course, also, for Paraiba too, right? So we'll get into some of those announcements afterwards. You're going to want to hear about them because there's so many great things going on as we head to $1 billion over the next 3 years. That is our plan. So let's jump into it. I'm going to share my screen and bring up the presentation. There we go. And Carl or Dave, can you guys see that okay?
Yeah, that's fine, bro.
Right. Very good.
Yes,
Appreciate it. So let's begin. So the company is Paraiba, and the reason you see that wonderful blue gemstone there is because Paraiba, if you Google it, if you look it up, it is a beautiful blue gemstone and a very expensive one, but I call it a gem of a company because it absolutely is. A quick risk disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is simply information for educational purposes. And should you get started with this today, you would get started only with risk capital, not funds you need for a mortgage or rent or food or necessities of life. But I'm sure we're all adults on this call and we understand. We are going to get into 5 main ways that you can create an income for yourself over and above what you're doing now. There actually are more than these 5 ways. The company is continually adding ways that the company can create more revenue and that we can create more revenue. And it's tremendous. We've had nothing but success with everything that's been launched from day one with this company. And so we'll get into some of those new things as well, but we will concentrate on 5 main ways for you. Our deposits and withdrawals are in Bitcoin. We use the coin that's used most around the world, the coin everybody wants more of, that is Bitcoin. And if you should grow a little bit of a team here, then you will earn on all of your active accounts within your structure. You can earn from day one here. We have business days with Paraiba. We earn from Wednesdays to Saturdays, and it will become clear as to why that is. That's tremendously important for the company and for us. It's very profitable. You're in charge. I love being my own boss here with Paraiba because I can wake up in the morning and realize that I can do whatever I want. I'm very self-motivated. And so I know that I can go and create any type of income. I can go and help as many people as I want to in this business. And I've been able to develop a 5-figure income per month for myself, which is fantastic. I've got a team of over 3,000 members. And so the success that we're having on our team, we're seeing so many create 3, 4, and 5 figures per month. I love to see that. people are taking charge of their life, and I encourage you to do that. I don't even care if you get into Paraiba. I just encourage you to get started with some type of home business. But I am very confident that you're going to hear something today that can truly and tremendously change your financial situation very quickly. There are no referrals required with Paraiba. If you decide to get started only with your own Bitcoin, that's absolutely fine. If you never share this, we have people making 3, 4, and 5 figures per month simply with their own funds. But if you do decide to create a business out of this and share it a little bit, then the sky is the limit, and so much can be done here. Without a doubt, we've seen it. It's amazing. Our CEO is Eric Ellie. He's 42 years of age, and he's married with 3 kids, and it was great to go and finally meet him. I've been talking with him for over a year now, and on Zoom and so forth, but it was nice to actually see him in person for the first time. And let me tell you, this guy is absolutely full of energy. He loves to see the success that Paraiba members are having, and he has a solid vision with strong confidence to take this company to $1 billion over the next 3.5 years. When I first got started, he sat down with me on a Zoom and said, Mike, I want to take this to $1 billion in 5 years, and here's my plan and vision to do it. And I believed him when I first talked with him, and I got started. I'm certainly glad I did. But this man is truly putting together some of the greatest opportunities for us inside of the Paraiba universe. He just keeps adding things, and I truly believe it's because of his business sense. He's been very successful. Had $1 million businesses since age 25. He's a strong networker, and he realizes what we as marketers and promoters need to have: all the resources, all the tools, everything. It's provided for us. Everything behind the scenes from support is excellent, and a strong leadership team. So it's been great to work with Eric with Paraiba, and he just gets better and better as time goes on. With Paraiba, our legal compliance, we have a bank. How cool is that? We actually own a bank. And this bank actually can do now up to $50 million. We'll need to change that slide because recently it was just increased. We have our PWP limited payment provider, and our unique bank is the legal owner of the unique exchange. Our unique exchange is a third-party exchange that we bought, and it launched back in October 2020. And it's great because we can buy Bitcoin if you're in Europe or sell it back to your bank. And the rest of us use it for withdrawals from our profit that we're making with Paraiba. And it's an absolutely phenomenal, smooth service. Our unique exchange is a contracted service provider for Paraiba World. Our Paraiba structure, we have our Paraiba World website. We also have 4 entities and websites here. In addition to that, our bank license, we have, of course, our unique bank. And it's important that we have a bank because behind the scenes, we're doing fiat investments. And it's nice to know that we have the security of knowing that when we give our funds to Paraiba, they have the strength of their own bank. We don't have to rely on a third-party bank. Full control. I like this. We have our exchange, our unique exchange, where we can buy and sell Bitcoin if you're in Europe, and using it for withdrawals for the rest of us, crypto to crypto transactions, and it works very, very smoothly. We have our messenger app, and this was discussed a little bit more at the Dubai event, which was excellent. And our messenger app is a whole suite of privacy app services. So we're going to have, and we have now in beta, our own chat service. So similar to Telegram and WhatsApp, fully encrypted, 100% encrypted, no data sharing, no censorship. I love that. You've probably seen all the things going on with YouTube and Twitter and WhatsApp. They're sharing our data, guys. That's a big problem. So with us, we don't do any of that. We also have our own conference software similar to Zoom that we're on right now. We have our own email as well, fully encrypted. So this is something that's going to be a game changer in this arena. And we also have our online gift shop, which has Paraiba merchandise. That will expand as time goes on. Here's our bank license out of the Comoros Union. It was initially licensed to do $2.5 million of authorized capital, and it went up to 20 a few months ago, and now it's gone up to 50 and has been funded now to $50 million. And it's very important because we're doing a lot of fiat investments behind the scenes, especially with real estate. Here's our unique exchange license, Unique Crypto LLC. And this is a fantastic service that we're all using, as I mentioned, for our withdrawals. And it's absolutely amazing because as soon as it gets into your profit gets into your private account, it takes only about 15-20 minutes to get to your unique exchange account, and then maybe an hour or two to get your own personal wallet. So we love the service with this, and it's going to keep growing as the Paraiba membership grows. We have over 150,000 accounts that have been created with Paraiba. You can imagine that the unique exchange is going to grow just as Paraiba grows. Our chat application, right now you can download this. It's in beta, so you can download the chat app right now from the Google Play Store or Apple Store. We have a Paraiba Parcel, which is also an email service. And our Paraiba wallet, we have that also. We have our own Bitcoin wallet. Our Paraiba conference, similar to Zoom. And this is all going to be monetized here as time goes on. Our Paraiba online store with Paraiba merchandise, and this will expand as well as time goes by. So before I get into the 5 main ways that you make income with Paraiba, I want to just recap these 3 main ways that the company is creating revenue. So when I first started, the company was mostly about crypto trading. They have 7 highly skilled, highly qualified traders, and as well we have our CEO, who is a highly skilled, highly qualified trader for over the last 4 years. And what's interesting is that the CEO has come up with a way for the company to never lose from the trading. And I'm going to get into that on the next slide. Very interesting. We have our crypto exchange, which is just growing because think about this. As the membership of Paraiba grows, the amount of fees that are being taken in by the exchange grows. This just makes sense, right? Why would we have or use a third party, whatever it might be, Binance or Coinbase, and have them get the fees? It just makes sense that we would get the fees, right? And so as we go to 500,000 members and 1 million members in Paraiba, you can imagine how much profit can be made from the exchange. And this is just going to increase the revenue for the company, which in turn helps us, right? And we have our real estate behind the scenes. There are strategic real estate investments, and that, of course, is in partnership with our unique bank. And that just creates a more solid company and foundations for the future. Now, I mentioned with the crypto trading that the company had found a way that they don't lose. And here's what I mean by that. They've collateralized the traders. So if a trader wants to work for Paraiba, the company says, okay, you need to put up some Bitcoin in a third-party wallet that we control. And should you get into a drawdown and lose, we're going to keep that Bitcoin. This makes a lot of sense, allows the company to never lose. Plus, we're also going to attract the very best traders around the world because obviously they're not going to be making novice mistakes. Their own Bitcoin's on the line. So I love this. And we've got some of the best traders. Our BTC trading pool has done phenomenally well. So here's the 5 ways that you can get paid here with Paraiba. 5 main ways. We're going to dive into these very briefly. You have your own deposit where you can make from 0.3% up to 0.5% per business day. That's 4 days per week. Wednesdays to Saturdays we get paid. Now you might be asking yourself, if the cryptocurrency trading markets are open 24/7, why are we paid 4 days per week? Well, the answer made a lot of sense to me when they told me. So we want sustainability and we want longevity, right? I hope you would want that if you're brand new here today. That's important to me. I want a company that's going to be around for many years. So what's nice is if there's a day during the week that maybe it's not all it needs to be from a trading standpoint, they've got that cushion of the other 3 days. That makes sense. Plus, there's things that the company needs to pay for. There's offline events like we just had in Dubai. And we have to pay for management and the leadership team and for programmers and developers and these types of things. So that made a lot of sense to me when I heard it. I'm all about sustainability. I don't join any company that would pay 2% a day or 3% a day. I hope you wouldn't either. Those companies don't last. We want something with longevity. So that made sense from a trading standpoint. I like that they do this. The first line bonus, you can make up to 0.3%, which is essentially about 100% match on the people on your first line. Now, here's what's interesting. We don't get paid from the initial deposits. That's important to understand. We only get paid from profit that the company makes. So 100% of the money coming into Paraiba goes to Paraiba. And then we're making a percentage of the daily profit from the deposits of your first line people or your first level people. I like that. It makes sense for sustainability. With the downline bonus, you can make up to 0.04% on your entire team. Again, that is a portion of the daily trading activity. Our pool share, this is a streamlined bonus, something a little different, something I've never seen before that a company does. Imagine having one line and getting paid from the deposits of all the people that have joined after you, a portion of the daily trading activity from that. Pretty neat here. We'll get into that. And you can get paid some ranking bonuses, one-time bonuses for achieving certain aspects in your business. So let's dive into these a little bit more. So the company will pay you from 0.3% if you have $25 up to $49,999 on deposit with Paraiba. If you have $50,000 or more, the company will pay you 0.5% per business day. So we have about just over 5% to 8% per month that the company will pay you. But remember, this is only one income stream. If you are passive or active, you can get paid from all 5 of these income streams that I'm about to show you. But these numbers to me make a lot of sense. I'm not going to join a company, as I said, paying 2 and 3% per day. That doesn't last. But these numbers are so much better than anything out there, or almost anything out there, that is traditional. Here's the second way that we get paid. The first line bonus is getting paid a portion of the trading activity from the deposits of people on your first level. How do you qualify for the percentages you see here at the bottom? You need to have $100 yourself working with Paraiba. If you have between 1 and 4 people on your first line, then the company will pay you 0.05%. Again, that's a portion of the daily trading activity for the day from those deposits. If you can get yourself up to 20, and 20 is kind of a magic number with Paraiba because now they're going to pay you the maximum 0.3%. Again, a portion of the daily trading activity for the day. Now, remember what you were getting paid on your own deposit, right? Anything under 50,000, it was 0.3%. So what I like here is this is essentially 100% match. So whatever the people on your first line are making, you are also making. So this can be very powerful. So I encourage you to get here as fast as possible. Share this a little bit. Also, if you're a 100% passive person, remember I said you can participate in all of these. So we have a strategy called the sub-account strategy where you can qualify for these yourself. And so you can get with us afterwards and we can talk about that. But the company allows it. It's perfectly fine. We have our downline bonus. So to qualify for these percentages here at the bottom, and this is getting paid off your entire team, your team. So you need to have $1,000 yourself on deposit with Paraiba. If you have between 2 and 4 members on your first line that have $1,000 or more, company will pay you 0.01%. Again, that is a portion of the daily trading activity from those deposits. If you can get yourself up to that magic 20 on your first line, company then will now pay you the maximum 0.04%. Again, a portion of the daily trading activity for the day. And I can tell you that although in your mind right now, if you're brand new, you might think these percentages are not high. I can tell you that they truly add up big over time because we have no expiry on our funds here. And so the funds are growing and growing and growing in the downline. And this can eventually be your biggest income. I know it is for me. You can make up to $3,000 per day in the downline bonus, and many people are doing it already now. The streamline, this is something very unique. So many people are very excited about this because they see it growing every single day. What is the streamline? The streamline are all of the deposits from members worldwide that join after you. Let me say that again. They're all the deposits of members worldwide that register after you. So you can imagine that if you got started, say at the beginning of last year, you could have tens of millions of dollars in your streamline because right now the company streamline is well over now $100 million. While we were in Dubai, it reached $100 million. So it's incredible that it's reached 9 figures. I know my streamline when I first started was only $2 million, and now it's getting close to $100 million. It's absolutely amazing. So imagine getting paid a portion of the daily trading activity from that number. That's what's happening, right? So you want your streamline to start growing as quickly as possible. And the bigger it gets, the more potential you have for bigger profit. So here's how it works. Bottom left corner, they take the streamline and they times it by a portion of the daily trading profit for the day and simply divide it by those who are qualified to receive income from the streamline. And we have 8 different pools that the company will pay you. So as an example, let's say that you were in pool 1, bottom left corner again, $10 million. If that was your streamline, it would times that by 0.05%, which would be a portion of the daily trading activity. And if 2,000 members were qualified at that time to receive profit from pool 1, you'd get $2.50 per business day. That's $42.50 per month. Now, that's just pool 1. Remember, you can qualify yourself for up to 8 different pools. Here they are. So with pool 1, how would you qualify yourself? You need to have $1,000 on deposit. You need to have one person on your first line that also has $1,000 on deposit. Could be 2 people with 500. Doesn't really matter. It's the value that matters. So this is pretty achievable for most people to get into pool 1 relatively quickly. And you can qualify for all of these pools yourself. And I want to go back and state it again. You can be 100% passive and never share this with anybody and still make money from all 5 of these income streams, and certainly with the pool share. I have members on my team that are in pool 6 right now. So they're getting paid from 1 to 6, all of these pools, and they're only using their own money. So you can do this. And if you are sharing this, then you will organically grow over time to qualify for these pools. As you add to your own deposit, as you share this with a little bit, your first line members begin to add more. And so it's nice to continually get paid from these pools every single business day and be able to get to the next pool as you grow. So it's fantastic. We've got people now in pool 8 that are qualified. We just had Dirk, actually. A lot of you guys know Dirk from the Dubai event and from Paraiba. He just qualified at the event for pool 8. And I mean, that was huge for him. And now he's making, I think, well over $300,000 a month with Paraiba. So you want to get in these pools. You want to get started with your account with Paraiba because your streamline begins to grow right away from day 1, right? And so get into these pools as quickly as you can. The global leader pool, once you're making $3,000 a day in the downline, the company will add you to this. There's a good handful of people in here now already. So they take the company streamline, which I mentioned was over $100 million right now, and they times that by 0.01%. That is a portion of the daily trading activity, and divide it out by those qualified. This is big income once you reach it. The last way we get paid is our ranking bonus, and these are fantastic one-time bonuses the company will pay you for simply building your business a little bit and helping your team. So as an example, I became a Red Diamond member a couple of months ago. So that means that I have $20,000 on deposit with Paraiba. I have 20 or more people on my first line. I'm in pool 5, and I have 2 Purple Diamond members on my team in 2 different teams. So the company then paid me $15,000. Now you can take this bonus money and you can put it right into trading if you wish, or you can put it into your Bitcoin wallet immediately, entirely up to you. But there's over $46,000 the company will pay you here. And I encourage you to share this a little bit because this can be big money as you grow your business. How do you get started with Paraiba? Well, you can get started with $25 to hold your account. Do I recommend you stay at $25? No, we are not a game. We are a real business. I just showed you why you want to get started with at least $100, but really $1,000 or more makes the most sense because of all the different ways you can get qualified here. $1,000 will do it, right? All those different ways. So our deposits, of course, are in Bitcoin. So you want to get your Bitcoin. We have all kinds of ways. Doesn't matter what country you're in. We have a list of exchangers in every country. If you're in Europe, of course, you can use our exchange, the unique exchange. Once you have $25 in profit in your usable balance with Paraiba, you can reinvest that. So it's like a compounding effect. We also have a button that will do that automatically. Our withdrawals start from $100, and of course, they're in Bitcoin, and I love how smooth these are. As soon as you have money in your user balance, if you want to put it right to your unique exchange account, then it's there in 15 or 20 minutes. Fantastic service. And then from there, you can take it right to your Bitcoin wallet anytime you wish, day or night. Our back office is awesome. We bought an entire company that has one of the best anti-hacking software in the world. We've had millions of hacking attempts on all our various websites. None have gotten through because of this software. And of course, on our own accounts, we have our CAPTCHA and email registration confirmations. When you get started with Paraiba World, you will immediately do KYC. Why? Because we are a real company and we have, of course, an exchanger. So when you do the KYC, you will automatically get your very own unique exchange account. And all the numbers in your Paraiba back office are also in your unique exchange. The two work perfectly in sync with one another. So 3 simple steps to get started. You want to get back with the person that brought you here today or that showed you Paraiba, and you want to register with their referral link. Very, very important. It is the responsibility of the sponsor to help you get started properly. You can get started with $25, as I mentioned, just to secure your account. So remember, as soon as you have a free account, that streamline begins to grow. Why is it growing? Because people are joining Paraiba from around the world all the time and making deposits. So your streamline will begin to grow right away. And once you qualify for those pools, you have the potential then to get paid a portion of the trading activity on that streamline. So you want to secure your position. After 30 days, if you have not at least put in $25, then your account is deleted. And with referrals, remember, I mentioned it, you can take part in all 5 of those income streams I just showed you and never share this with anybody, just with your own Bitcoin. It's absolutely fine. We got lots of people doing it. And you can take part in the sub-account strategy, which will maximize and increase the amount of passive profit that you can make with us. And certainly, if you are sharing this, it is absolutely the best business online I have ever experienced. And I would encourage you to get your Bitcoin in there. Try it. Watch it work for you. Partner up with us. Lock arms. We're going to show you how success is done right with Paraiba. All right. I'm going to stop sharing and take a drink of water here. So folks, we're going to have some awesome updates here for you. Put together a nice PDF for everybody. But before we do that, for those of you that are brand new, you're going to want to learn how you get started right away with Paraiba. So we have my good buddy Matt Feast, who I met for the first time. Matt and I talk almost every day. He's on my team. He's a Purple Diamond member with Paraiba, very successful marketer, and he's helped so many people. And it was nice to hang around with him. We had so much fun over the last few days. Matt is a jokester, no doubt about it. He was a lot of fun to hang around. But he's going to show us today how you get started with Paraiba. Everybody wants to know how you get started. So Matt's going to show the back office. And go ahead, Matt. You're muted, bud.
Okay, let me quickly share my screen. Can you see that, Michael?
Looks like it's coming up. Yep, all good.
Great stuff. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for coming to the Zoom. We've actually hit, let's have a look. We've got over 150 people, 115 people on the webinar today. That is absolutely awesome. Because I remember a year ago, or actually longer than that, we only had about, say, 15 people when we first started, and we've actually grown. Been very, very good. So we're on the right track to get to the next step, But we had a great time in Dubai. We'll talk about it later on. It's been an absolutely awesome experience. And Michael, that was a brilliant. That was a really, really good presentation you did there, bro. Really cool. Meanwhile, guys, when you get new prospects in, it's $25 to get of Bitcoin to get involved. Okay, all right, but you're not going to be a millionaire. It's great if you set their account, because if you sign up a new prospect, okay. It's $25 just to hold your account, okay? If you don't participate, your account will be removed. You probably think, why is my account going to be removed in 30 days? Well, at the end of the day, guys, the company's giving you an account of a streamline. As soon as you become a member of Paraiba, you automatically get a streamline, even if you don't refer people. And if you don't participate in the business, the company will take your account away. And you probably, you know, obviously, at the end of the day, we don't really freebie seekers coming to the business. This is a proper business, and plus it needs more room for the server, because if we got over millions and millions of people in this company, we do not want people just sitting on the fence doing absolutely nothing. That's crazy. So the company just takes the account away. But believe me, guys, you're absolutely crazy. If you don't get involved, you're gonna lose all your streamline. Crazy. Anyway, meanwhile, very, very easy to get involved. Once you get a link from your sponsor, what you really need to do, you need to reach out to him and ask him the ropes of it, because it can be very, very confusing, because obviously you come to a new business, you don't know what's going on. We do have a very, very good Telegram group and Facebook group. Your sponsor should add you to those, because at the end of the day, the sponsor can do only so much, but with our Telegram group and Facebook, you can ask questions and we're happy to help you get started, okay? But as I said to you before, $25 of Bitcoin, just to start. But believe you me, you really want to put in, say, $100, you know, of Bitcoin really to start, because $25 is great for holding your account, but really you're not going to make, you know, that much ROI. You're going to make sense. But once you get into this business, you'll start to getting involved, okay? And you don't have to recruit people. So I do get people saying, "Oh, I don't recruit, hate recruiting." Doesn't matter. You don't have to recruit people. You can actually create sub accounts within the business. I'm not going to go for that now. You have to, once you sign up, we have loads of videos explaining the situation, explaining how to create sub accounts, okay? But you don't have to refer people. Me, Michael, and a few other members here, this is our job, it's our full-time job, and that's what we do. We get people coming in and involved, okay? But new people, you don't have to promote this business. You can just be a passive income earner, okay, guys? Anyway, how you make your deposit, okay? What you need to do, get familiar with the business, familiar with the platform, okay? All right. What you need to do, you scroll down here, and it says finance, okay? So get used to the platform first. But when you sign up, you'll have a streamline. It won't be about, say, you know, it'll be a few thousand, but every day it starts building. Even if you don't refer people, it's automatically comes in as a streamline. You only notice the streamline when you get to a certain level. But we go for that once you become a member, you understand the concept. But meanwhile, how to make a deposit, very, very easy. What you need to do, you need to go to the finance button here, click on the finance here, and you're going to make, let's say for this video's sake, let's say you're going to make here, say, $100 of Bitcoin, $100 of Bitcoin, yeah. So add balance. So you add balance, automatically goes to $25 of Bitcoin. Okay, so let's say 100. That's $100. $100. Automatically goes to Bitcoin. Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. Okay, and you calculate. Once you calculate, it gives you an amount of Bitcoin to send to the server, to the actual site here. Okay, the actual back office, right? And it gives you a nice little, or well, nice, a large Bitcoin address. You copy and paste it. There's a little button here. Some people can manually copy it there, okay? Or you can just copy and paste it onto your mouse. Or if you've got a mobile phone, a mobile device, you can actually scan the code here, and it will automatically tell you the amount you need to pay, okay? Once you pay the money into the system, I do have a conversation with a guy the other day. He put $100 of Bitcoin and he left it in the platform. Wrong. You do not want to do that. You need to send the money into the platform first. Then you need to send it to the traders to trade. And I'll quickly go through it. Once you pay the money into the system here, okay, you go straight to home page, all right, and you actually see it coming through. So you go to home, quickly scroll down. Right. You have a usable balance here. Once you pay the funds into the platform, you'll see the usable funds come in here, right? Once it goes through, you're going to send it to the traders. You're going to have to be very patient, because sometimes the blockchain is very, very congested. Sometimes it might take an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 5 hours, depending on how busy the blockchain is, okay? Especially with Bitcoin. Sometimes it's crazy. It takes, I have known it's taken a day, but you have to be patient, guys. You have to be very, very patient, especially into the crypto. But once the usable balance comes in here, all right, and what you need to do, you need to send it to the traders to trade, so you can get your 0.3% per day. So what you do, you go to finance button here, all right. What will happen is you'll have your balance here. It'll be automatically generated here, all right. So what you need to do, you need to add balance. sorry, do apologise. You need to use a balance, a usable balance. So you're using this balance, or you paid into your paid into the system, and then using the balance. So you're using the balance from your Bitcoin wallet into the platform. So you use the balance, okay, like I say, it automatically generates from here all the way to here. I can't really show because I've just made a withdrawal today. But it just gives you an idea. And your balance will be added here, okay? And what you do, you put, say, the you have a little save button here, okay? And you click on a save, and it'll give you like a window pop up. What it'll do is send you an email to your email address. So you need to check your email address, okay? All right. Also, you need to go to spam folder because sometimes emails go into the spam folder, okay? So you need to check either spam folder or your main email address, and they give you a code. You bring the code over to here, over to this main page here, and you copy and paste the code in here, and you press save. What will happen is if I go to home page, it will actually end up in your balance, which is, if I scroll down, let me have a look, scroll down, it'll be added here into your balance. And that's it, guys. 4 days a week, you'll get paid. Every day, 4 days a week, okay? The minimum to withdraw is $100 of Bitcoin, okay? All right. If you put $25 in, or $50, whatever, you're not going to get $100. It's 0.3% per deposit. You have to build this business. The more money you put into this business, you will get a nice return on investment, okay? All right. And you can build this company. It's very, very easy. I do it on Facebook, and I also do YouTube videos, or you can just give to your friends or family, or Facebook. Facebook's very, very good, or Twitter's quite good as well. It's very, very sustainable. And also, guys, building a team. Right, if I click on building a team, these are the amounts here. These are the people coming in, all right? But you're going to have to do your KYC. I'll keep going on about it in the chat. If you don't do your KYC, you're not going to get paid, all right? Because you've got to treat this like a bank. When you go to a local bank, what do they want? Don't know who you are. Your passport, where you live. Yeah, this is a bank, guys. This is absolutely, we're regulated. We have to be regulated in the crypto industry. We're a bank. We're not just, Joe Blogs, company online paying 2%, and all of a sudden, 3 months down the line, boom, your money's gone. This is a proper bank. You've got to treat this like a business. Yeah. So do your KYC. If you don't do your KYC, you can't make a deposit. End of. All right. Do your KYC first, then you can make a deposit. Okay, guys. And that's it. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening to me. And back to you, Michael.
All right, perfect. Thanks, Matt. Great job, buddy. Guys, it's easy to get started with Paraiba, as Matt just showed you. You just got to get your Bitcoin from an exchanger, or if you're in Europe, from Unique, and get it in there. Wednesday's coming up. That's going to be our first payday. And so you've got a few days. Today's Sunday. You got 2-3 days to get your Bitcoin and get it into Paraiba, as Matt just showed you, and you will begin to profit, just like all of us are. All right, I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to get into a little bit about Dubai. I know a lot of you have been waiting to hear some of the announcements here. And some of you who are brand new or even been in for a little while aren't sure what this event was all about. So back in September of 2020, Paraiba announced an incentive challenge. So we needed to have $25,000 come in on our first line and $50,000 in our down line. And if you did that, or when you did that, then you received an all expenses paid vacation to this event. And quite a few people, I think there's about, I want to say 190 or so. I think that is approximately the number, was there. Mostly German speaking, of course, because Paraiba started in the German speaking areas, Germany and Austria. But there was a pretty good English showing there. There was a pretty good English showing. So that was nice to see. So they paid for everything. They paid for the hotel and the food and all the great excursions that we did. So we stayed here at the Dukes on the Palm. If you don't know about Palm Island in Dubai, it's a man-made you can see it here in this picture. It's a man-made island shaped like a palm tree, and it's absolutely amazing to see it in person. Pictures I don't think do it justice, but we stayed at an absolutely awesome hotel here. You can see the infinity pool, and Matt, as you can see, loved the pool. And it was very, very luxurious, no doubt about that. They did it right. We took over the desert here. Paraiba took over the desert, as you can see. Amazing to walk in the desert. Let me tell you, it's not easy to walk in the desert. You sink in there and it really takes the wind out of you. Let me tell you, climbing up hills, my goodness. But some awesome pictures for sure. Really had a lot of fun there. Did some quad biking. We had a little oasis event here in the middle of the desert afterwards. Everybody was super hungry. So we had some nice food and some entertainment, belly dancing, and it was just awesome really to see all of it going on there. And there's Leon with his Falcon. But of course, meeting the CEO as well was excellent. And, you know, I did a post about the CEO. Hope you guys read it on Facebook or in the Telegram room. You know, I believe we got the right guy at the helm here. It was great to finally meet him. He's absolutely full of energy. And you can tell he's just got the confidence of knowing where this company is headed. So that was awesome to see. He's a great guy, a very good family man. You could tell as well. His family was there, which was great. You know, his young kids, and he's always laughing and hugging with them. And, you know, it's nice to see that you could have some family time as well as the event. So that was pretty neat. There's a little bit here of the English room. The English room was not as big as the German room, but we had a pretty good showing for the English room, which is great. And there was some excellent announcements here from Eric and from Matthew Conley and from Thomas here about Kaif. And so we haven't mentioned Kaif yet. Kaif is an energy drink, very, very popular in Germany for the last 10 years. And so Paraiba has partnered with Kaif, and they will now be the main energy drink sponsor at the Oktoberfest in Dubai, which is happening, of course, in October. And it was also sponsored by and endorsed by Emirates. I don't know if you can see this at the top of the screen there in Kaif on the label, but Emirates endorsed us. Thomas actually went over to the sheikh that owns Emirates, and they had a very, very quick meeting. In a matter of seconds, it was decided that they would endorse it. And so that was really cool. So there's going to be a ton of sales with Kaif. Actually, I have some pictures here. We now have the Paraiba logo on the energy drinks. So that's pretty cool that we have that. And there's, I think somebody said 150,000 cans all ready to go with the Paraiba logo. So we will be at Oktoberfest in Dubai. Sounds funny to have Oktoberfest there, but that's what's happening this year. So then we had Matthew Conley talk about the Paraiba chat, Paraiba talk. There's some great things going on with this. If you don't have your tech tokens with Paraiba talk, this is another income stream for us, another passive income stream. And of course, a great service for all of us to be able to use these encrypted and private apps. So I encourage you to download those apps. If you're brand new, get that right away, because that's how we're going to be communicating with Paraiba in the future. And he talked about the DeFi options coming for this. So it's not just for Paraiba members. Anybody will be able to get involved in decentralized finance and create a yearly profit. Actually, it's a monthly profit with this program. So very, very cool here. What's going on with it? I think it's going to be a very big platform once it fully launches here in the next month or so. And we reached $100 million in that streamline. I mentioned it. I mean, that's just awesome. We've been talking about reaching it for the last many months. It's been this, you know, milestone goal that we all wanted to get to. And so it was really cool that we reached it during the event. That's awesome, right? So I love that. And, you know, imagine yourself with this. If you're brand new, you might think $100 million is far away, but, you know, I started with $2 million in my streamline, and now it's at 95 million almost. So, you know, it'll get there. It'll get there no matter when you are starting. you can get to an 8-figure streamline by the end of this year, maybe a 9-figure streamline. Who knows? By October, we don't know where we're going to be. We're growing exponentially right now. Kaif is a big part of things, by the way. It really, really is. It's a big part of things, a big part of the sales going on. And we'll talk about that. And then there's a new incentive coming. So, of course, the incentive we just had in Dubai was all about, you know, team building, getting together, having some fun, right? That's what it's all about, meeting some of the great people in the company. So there'll be another incentive happening in Miami and the Bahamas in November of this year. So you'll be able to qualify for that. We don't know the qualifications just yet. We only have rumors about it, but we think it'll be pretty similar to the previous qualifications, which was 25,000 first line, 50,000 downline, which is very achievable for most people if you're building this business. Very, very achievable. So that's going to be really, really fun. Should be a big, big event in Miami. So let's get on to some of the announcements that are happening right now and launching soon. So they talked about, and Eric talked about this specifically, that very soon we will have the ability to have our own bank account. And I do believe that if you are in North America, you will also be able to get this. So you'll have your own bank account with a debit card for withdrawals. It was mentioned that it was a credit card, but it's actually a debit card. I've verified this. So this is coming probably in the next couple of months or so, we have heard. And I'm excited about this, truly. That's going to be great for all of us to be able to have this option. Tech Talk, I mentioned, is going to have decentralized finance, DeFi retail opportunities for anyone. And this is just going to increase the profit for those of you that are holding the Tech coin, which, by the way, you can buy right now. Each coin is $500, and you're going to get a portion of that back through their staking and investments that they have right now. Plus, once everything is monetized with the services, then you will also be getting a monthly profit from that. So big, big opportunity here. We sat down with Matthew Connolly for dinner actually one night, and wow, is this guy ever a genius? He was really going over all the things that are going to happen here for tech. So very exciting there. Kaif is now the official energy drink sponsor of Germany's Oktoberfest, as I mentioned, and endorsed by Emirates Airline. We all know that's huge. So Kaif is just massive. Oh, and I got to show you guys this right here. This was funny. So there is a sheikh that Dirk met, I guess at the hotel somewhere, but they recorded him. He was a funny guy. He decided he's going to try the Kaif drink for the first time. So let me play this real quick. It's very, very short.
Video Kaif nach vorne. Kaif nach vorne. Prost. Kaif. Cheers. Cheers. Ist das geil? Das ist geil.
Thank you.
Okay, that's this Kaif. I thought that's hilarious. So people love Kaif. There's no doubt about it. It's got great flavor, and stuff definitely perks you right up for sure. No doubt about it. So huge sales happening actually ever since Paraiba got involved investing in Kaif. The sales have just spiked, and they're just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Now with this Dubai event, it's just going to be huge. And so they're also going to rename the Paraiba Arena, the DSV Leoben Soccer Arena in Austria. They're going to rename that Kaif Arena, and so they are now sponsored by Kaif, so that's pretty cool. And I mentioned that the Kaif cans with the Paraiba logo are now ready for shipping, and that's going to be great for a marketing tool and for brand awareness. There's also something kind of crazy. I thought they're going to launch 10 real gold and a diamond pop-out pendant on the can. Pretty amazing there. I think it was about $40,000 a can. I'm not sure who's buying this. Pretty sure Dirk will buy one though. And then there's also going to be, and this is, I thought, very interesting. There's going to be a separate Kaif business opportunity whereby it's going to have a very similar structure and compensation to our private business now. And so the people that want to get involved in this, it's completely optional, of course. That's just going to be another revenue stream for all of us. And it'll just be about, ordering the Kaif product every single month for those that want it. So it'll probably start out mostly in Europe, and then this will spread worldwide, because I know that they've got the ability to do business in many, many different countries. So this is expected to be huge because they love this product in Europe, no doubt about it. I mentioned the new incentive challenge is coming, Miami and Bahamas. And there's also a limited run of Paraiba champagne and gem-studded Paraiba logo drink glasses that are now available. I think we have to contact, I'm not sure on that, but I think Michaela on that. So if anybody wants one of those, if you've seen the pictures in the rooms about it, we can get that. You can just get with me. We can figure it out. The company's strong. I love this. You hear Eric talk about what's going on. We are solid financially, and we've got huge momentum going on right now, especially that we just hit the $100 million with the company, and our bank is funded to $50 million now. And so everybody's very excited about what's going on with this company. Not a lot of people know about us yet, especially in the English-speaking world, Asian countries. They don't know about Paraiba yet. We are still super young right now. If I told you how many active members there were, you might be surprised, but we're doing exceptionally well. So we got a ton of room for growth. A lot of people that don't know about Paraiba yet. So you want to let them know what's going on with this awesome company. Okay. All right. I wanted to get a quick experience about the Dubai event. I highly recommend going to events. If you're in and excited about a company, which we certainly are about Paraiba, it's awesome to go to these events and qualify for them. And I certainly hope that you will do that. If you're building this business, that you will qualify for the next event in Miami. But we really had a great time in Dubai. But I wanted to get the experience of, is Leon with us? Where's Leon?
I'm here.
Hey, there he is. So we had the chance to hang around with some of our awesome team with Paraiba. Unfortunately, a few of them couldn't make it over there this time. I know the travel situation is not ideal, but there were some of us that we made the journey, and we're glad we did. Matt was there and Leon was there. And so it was great to get a perspective about this company, right? And so I wanted to have Leon come on. Leon is just doing awesome in this business. He's making the kind of money that, wow, a lot of people would love to make, and he's done it in about 6 months. He's tearing this business up in a big way, but I wanted to have him come on because he was there with us in Dubai. We had an awesome time. So please share your experience of the trip, Leon.
I appreciate it, Michael. Hope everyone is doing well. First off, I'd like to say it was great meeting everyone at the event. It's different just being on the Zoom calls and everything being virtual, but actually getting to meet everyone in person, seeing how they are. It just brought the whole experience to life. The whole Dubai trip, it was amazing. So we had, a few milestones that happened in Dubai that we're able to celebrate. Big thing for me, I was able to get into pool 6, I think 2 to 3 days being in Dubai. So that was super exciting. And I was able to, meet the CEO. He knew that I got into pool 6. He acted like he was my sponsor. Like one of the people on my team gave me a fist bump. I mean, very, very personal type of guy, where I went on plenty of company trips before with my previous job, and it was not like that at all. The CEO or people that are above you, they acted like they were above you. So it's a completely different type of experience being with everyone through Paraiba. It was like a whole family. Michael said that most everyone was German speaking, which was true, but luckily for us, a lot of them did speak English. So we were able to conversate with everyone that was in Germany, Austria, Spain, all the other countries that they came from. So I thought that was really cool. A few things that we did, just to kind of recap, everything that Paraiba is doing, all the partnerships, I mean, there is massive, massive growth moving forward. Quite a few of the top leaders, we were able to sit down with Matt that is behind Tech Talk, myself, Michael, Matt, Stefan, Carl. We're able to all sit down and really get the vision behind what Paraiba Talk is, the Tech Talk token, the DeFi platform. He broke it all down to where it's mind-blowing. I mean, this can be really, really huge, and being connected with Paraiba just kind of shows you how sustainable we are moving forward. So that was really exciting to have a private encounter doing that. The whole adventure through Dubai, I mean, where do I start? We rode quads through the desert. We took SUVs through the desert, through the sand dunes. Felt like we almost flipped over a couple of times, but we were able to recover. But it was great. I mean, we had a private, you know, whole cookout thing in the middle of the desert with live show, as you saw in the pictures. So that was an experience of a lifetime. So I'm just very grateful to be invited to be able to, you know, have something that was attainable. If you do work hard, hit these goals, you can have a trip of a lifetime and meet people that you'll share lifetime experiences with. I mean, we went up to, I think it was called the Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world. I mean, just being up there and overlooking the entire Dubai area, it was just breathtaking. So many, you know, memorable experiences that I would have to say I've been on many, many company trips before. This by far blew it out of the water. Can't wait to see what we're going to do in Miami. I know that the qualifications aren't out yet, so stay tuned. You definitely do want to qualify for this trip. I do know that a lot more people will be coming because more people are now involved with Paraiba than before when we hit the Dubai trip. So it's going to be, I think, probably at least twice as many people on this next trip. So it should be good. I'm really excited to see what they have in store for us. It was great meeting everyone, like I said, and hopefully I'll see everyone that I did see on this trip at the next one, and a whole bunch of new faces so we can keep on expanding moving forward. So appreciate you having me on, Michael. Thank you.
All right, awesome, buddy. Appreciate that, Leon. It was great hanging out with everybody, and yeah, we had just so many experiences that were just amazing. So Matt was also there with us, and so I wanted to get Matt's few words on, you know, meeting everybody and the time in Dubai. So Matt, buddy, tell us.
Hi guys, hope you're well. Yeah, it's a great experience meeting the actual CEO. You know, just a normal guy, just like you and me and everybody else. You know, it was great meeting new people, new faces, and it's great meeting people in real life. And I know Michael for about 4 years. We've been in other businesses. It's great meeting Leon as well, and it's great meeting Carl. You know, I've seen you online for, well, 2 or 3 years sort of, yeah, and actually meeting people in real life, and actually going out with a beer with the CEO Eric, and it's really great meeting people. And the excursions is absolutely amazing, you know, especially going in the desert. You know, God, it's so hot. It's over 40 degrees, you know. And since I'm bald, I had to wear my baseball hat, and it was amazing. And Dubai is such a beautiful country. It's such a beautiful country. You actually see all the buildings, all the markets, you know. Very expensive, but the beauty about Paraiba, Eric, CEO of Paraiba, he laid everything out. Nothing was, you know, food, hotels, you know, we had it all, you know, absolutely all. He even did a COVID test when he came back to Spain or whatever country. We actually went to a place in Dubai to get a price, and it's like $250, $300 to get a test. But the CEO paid for everybody, you know, Christ, you know, that's amazing, really. A CEO doing that for all of us guys, getting back into your countries. And it wasn't just that, he's actually seeing all the icon buildings in Dubai. And I tell you what, guys, they drive like lunatics. And I remember saying to Leon, I said, God, no, that guy's driving too close, you know. And guys, they're crazy out there, absolutely crazy. And I can see why, because when we went into the desert, we were going all these dunes, and I thought we nearly tipped over. You know?
Wear your seatbelt.
I thought, bang goes my career. But it's a really great experience. I met some really nice people, and I actually met Dirk, nice guy, nice German guy. And guys, he's actually making 19 grand a day. You know, there's people earning crazy amounts of money with Paraiba. And guys, at the end of the day, all you need to do is just start small and build slowly. You know, that's all you need to do, and trust the business, because the business is very sustainable. With, as Michael said, you know, with all the Kiev drinks, with all what's going on in the TikTok, and we're just growing like crazy, which is great. And the experience of going to Dubai, you know, it is great. I loved it, and I loved meeting people, and I really enjoyed learning new techniques of promoting your private business, and also what's happening with the business. Because in the day, guys, You want to know what's going on, what you're promoting, you know, and meeting people in real life, especially Dirk and Eric. And I met Roman. It's nice to meet Roman in real life, you know. I've seen Roman in other businesses and with Paraiba, and actually to shake someone's hand, you know, in reality, you know, it's amazing. It's completely different, you know. But I certainly loved it. I loved the experience, and I hope to go to Florida when I have the next event. So once they bring out the information for that, the next intensive, so that'd be quite interesting. And I hope to see you guys there as well. So I can actually shake your hand, and I might buy you a beer. But in Dubai, if you buy a beer in Dubai, I hope you've got a lot of money because you need it. But it's very expensive in Dubai. But the beauty about Paraiba, they pay for everything. All we had is us spending money, and it is just great. You know, they treat us really well, and it's a top class hotel. You know, it's something from the postcard, like a postcard, you know, or like one of these magazines. It's just like that. It's just, you know, it's amazing. And we saw some amazing, well, we saw absolutely amazing views, you know, of Dubai. Absolutely fantastic. And guys, and I really wish you, guys came over and saw us and all you've got at the intensive. But perhaps we see you in Florida, and that'd be great to meet you in person. And I will buy you a beer. And hopefully in Florida it's cheaper than Dubai. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate it, and I appreciate people coming on to the webinar. That's really great. And Michael's doing a fantastic job. He's my sponsor, and we've really come from, you know, from nowhere 2 years ago to here. Well, nearly 2 years actually. So we are growing, and plus with the KEF trees, getting a contract with Emirates was absolutely fantastic. That's really good. You know, and we were growing like a rapid knots. Yeah, great experience. You know, really is.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that, Matt. Appreciate it, buddy. It was great to hang out with you there, man. We had such an awesome time with everyone. And so, guys, look, you see the experiences we're all having. We want you in. We want you experiencing all this with us. So get started with us today. Watch this work for you. And when the incentive comes in the next few days, you'll be able to potentially come see us in Miami and Bahamas, because meeting people in person, as Leon and Matt just said, it's a completely different experience. You get to see the energies of the people behind this company. And once you see it, you realize why we're headed to $1 billion. Somebody said Eric is here. I don't know if...
yes, I'm here.
Hello,
Yes,
Eric. There he is.
Wow.
I didn't
Brilliant.
think he was going to be able to make it today. So those of you that have stayed on here, well, congratulations. Because now we get to hear from Eric. Glad you could make it on here today, buddy. This is a surprise. Glad you're here.
I'm always here. You know this.
Welcome back. Good to see you again.
Oh, it's good to see you, mate. Brilliant, fantastic.
Yeah, I have a good trip about Dubai. It's very hot there. Yeah, it's a little bit hot, but we have a nice week with all the guys and the women. Yeah, enjoy. I think pictures is more than a word. You know, this is what I give, to all people back to work here hard and makes Paraiba big. So the next incentive, what we're starting is Miami and Bahamas. We plan right now. We start this on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know when. I talk with the IT management tomorrow, 11 o'clock here, the European time. So I think we started tomorrow with the next incentive to the Bahamas and Miami. So let me, this day to make all perfect. I think it's a very good trip to Dubai, but we have not so much incentive, but it's a little bit hard with COVID and all the stuff. But I think it's Miami, it's better, it's more open, and let the show begin.
Awesome.
Let's wreck, guys.
So do we want to talk about what we need to do for this incentive, or is it going to be a surprise?
Yes.
Is it a surprise or not?
I think it's the same about the last, little bit different Let me show next day. I send you this, Michael, and the leaders. So whatever.
Okay, that's okay. That's fine. I mean, hey, if it's around the same thing, I think it's going to be achievable for most people. And guys, listen, Paraiba does it right. Eric does it right. I mean, we had everything.
I can say the qualified time is for 4 months. 4 months.
Okay.
For
Well,
4
that
months.
should be enough time for most people, right? I think so. I think so. We got a lot of, you know, we have a lot more resources now. We have a lot more tools. We've got, you know, all kinds of great leaders now that have stepped up to the plate, all kinds of great recordings. So everyone's got a great ability now to easily qualify for these incentives. And so we want to have, what, 2 times, 3 times as many people in Miami? Maybe we have, what, 300, 500 people in Miami?
I don't know. I think 300.
Maybe 300. Yeah, that would be good.
I think more with the families now 400.
Yeah,
I think so.
yeah, that'll be good. We're gonna take over Miami Beach, and yeah, this is gonna be fun. I can't wait for it. Okay, thank you for coming on, Eric. We appreciate you, buddy. Glad you're here.
How many in Dubai? 180.
180, yeah. Dubai was hot, no doubt about it.
What is a Facebook address? My Facebook, we don't have a Facebook.
There is no official Facebook, Linda. We have our top team Facebook group. Okay, I can put that in there for you. Our Facebook group is right
Thank
here.
you, Matt. You're a great leader.
Okay, there we go. Guys, you want to join our Facebook top team group, you can do that. I'll put it in our Telegram too, guys. Our Telegram, if you're not in our Telegram group, then you want to be. We got all the news, all the tips, all the strategies, all the advice, everything you need about what's going on. Okay, there we go. Will we need to increase? Okay, Vicky, I see you. Will we need to increase from where we are now, or can we qualify from where we are now? Vicky, it'll be an increase, right? The way it was last time is it'll start on a certain day, and then you need to have, say, $25,000 from there on your first line, and then and $50,000 in your downline from that date. And as Eric just said, you may have about 4 months to get there, which most people should be able to do that in 4 months. It's really not that high of a qualification if you're building this business.
Yeah, I did it in 3 months, brand new, so everyone can do this. And I
you
know
go.
a lot of people on my team are watching, so putting you guys on the spot, we're all going to get there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is second, and there's a four incentive, the big incentive. Yeah, the 4.
Martin, it's in November. The incentive is, let me just go back up here. It's November 19th to November 28th. I don't know if those dates may not be set in stone. It's whenever Eric decides exactly when we're going to do it, right? With COVID, we don't know for 100% sure, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the incentive is not bis 31 August. It's to end of September. It's 4 months.
4 months. Perfect.
4 months. I think it's starting tomorrow.
Eric, somebody's asking about Thanksgiving holiday. Those dates are right at Thanksgiving holiday.
That's my plan. I have a plan for 6 months. I think I was 3 weeks at home. Other time, always in other countries. Oh.
Brilliant.
We know you're working hard for everybody. All right, we'll figure out the whole Thanksgiving stuff, guys. Don't worry about that. I'm sure they'll.
I think I was Thanksgiving is on. Well, when is Thanksgiving?
Who's in the U.S. that can tell us what is the date of Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving is am 25. November.
25, nicht 24. Wo bin ich da? November. Da bin ich in Florida. Ja.
Wir können ja alle zusammen Thanksgiving machen.
I was in Florida, Bahamas. This is on the incentive. A big family Thanksgiving.
Okay,
There you go.
There we go.
Great.
All right.
With all friends and families.
Thanksgiving in Miami.
biggest Thanksgiving ever in a company.
I like it. I like it. All right. I think we got to a few questions there. We're a little bit over time, so we'll end it here, guys. If you have any more questions that that you need to get to, you can just get with us in the Telegram room or the Facebook group, and we will get everything answered for you. Okay. But there's so much going on with this company right now. I want to encourage you all, if you're brand new, especially, to get started at the very least right now. Get started. Get your Bitcoin. Get it into Paraiba. Watch this company work. Thanks to Eric, this company has been the smoothest operating company I've literally ever seen. And you will see when you're in it and see it working for you that that is the case. We love what's going on here with this company. It just keeps getting better and better. We're going from strength to strength. And I want to see all of you guys in Miami and the Bahamas later this year. So, guys, we'll be in the rooms afterwards. If you have any more questions, I want to thank Eric for coming on today. Always appreciate you, buddy. All the hard work you're doing. Everybody loves you, man. And Matt and Leon, thanks for the great testimonials. Awesome, guys. And so we will see you next Sunday. We will have another call. There'll be a lot more information happening as well next Sunday that we can give you. And we'll see you out there. Guys, enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Take care, guys. Have a great day.
Bye,
Take care.
guys.
Stay, guys. I hope you enjoyed the webinar. Take care. Thank you very much.
Another great call, Michael. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Wonderful
Very good.
call.